Hi, it's Suzanne. It's been a little while, so I decided it's the end of my day. I'm making dinner for everybody, so I thought I would do a quick one. My entitlement of when was your first time? I really don't want to know about your first sexual experience. I mean, if you feel the need to share, I don't know, maybe there's another channel. What I was trying to make reference to was, when was your first time that you realized that food was an emotional attachment? I've really been thinking about this, and at the time I didn't realize it. Looking back, the beginning was my mother was a very strict Southern belle, and my father was kind of more of the one that he didn't give you so much affection as he did things. My mother was the disciplinarian, and it was, you better eat everything on your plate because children in Africa are starving. But then it was, you need to lose weight. Secretly, she kind of transferred her weight problem that she could have had onto me. My mother never looked overweight, but she battled it constantly with diet pills during the day, sleeping pills at night. My father battled it off and on all of his life that I can remember. He would get really huge. He was probably, I don't know, 5'10", maybe about 280. And then he would go back down into like 180. So it fluctuated. He drank. He was a businessman, successful. Uh, but, you know, it's the home life that's always a secret. My mother was very beautiful, very alluring, very captivating, but was very mentally abusive. So my first time, I think, was when she always scolded us to eat everything on our plate, so we knew we had to finish it. And then you need to lose weight because nobody's going to love you if you're fat. Fat is ugly. Fat is unlovable. And then my father would be around the corner. His kind of passive aggressiveness, his aggressiveness came out in actions versus verbally. My mother's aggression came out verbally. He would go, "Here, Susie, have a candy bar. Have a candy." He always had candies in his pocket. His father, Pappy is what I called him, always had candies in his pocket. It was always, "Come here, see which pocket it's in." So food became a reward and a punishment to me. Also a means of control. Because every time I ate something that I shouldn't, it was like backslapping my mother, symbolically of, "You're not going to tell me I can't eat this. I will eat this." She would also, we had like a huge freezer in the garage, and it was just crammed full of Twinkies and Ding Dongs, but there was a lock on it. So my older brothers, I am the only child of my father and mother. My father had no children prior to marrying her. So I had 5 brothers and 2 sisters, previous marriages. So my brothers, the 2 that were 5 and 7 years older than me, they'd go pick the lock. And, you know, then they'd get Twinkies out. It was like, oh my God, a Twinkie. I just want to eat it. So that was like my first time. Food was a means of me to control, to keep kind of a barrier, protection, the way it was. But I remember as a child, that's what I was taught. Fat is very, very ugly and very, very unlovable. So, those are my first times. That's a little insight for myself. Oh, my weight. I've lost 45 pounds. I don't have a decimal scale. I don't even have a scale. So I really couldn't tell you precise, and I was 288, and 45 minus that is what I am. I'm bad with math. Maybe I should be more concerned about every ounce and decimal, but I'm fitting into smaller clothes, and that's really how, I look at it. Everybody has a different opinion, right? So that's just kind of my opinion for myself. The second thing, I mean, if you have any comments or you would like to strip yourself bare like I just did and share the ugliness of my parents, God rest their soul, they're both passed away, really do, because, we can talk about, oh my God, I have this great recipe, and oh my God, this is what I found, and it's delicious and all that. But really, for me, it's more the emotional entrapment of how did I get here? When was my first time that I really discovered that this was an issue? That's why this journey, for me, physically isn't hard. Mentally, it is. Because I think, I don't know, grief counseling, I think, is what I need. Because, yeah, that good old reliable, secret, in the middle of the night time friend isn't around. So, my second thing I'd like to talk about is, why is it that, like with my clients, my thin ones, my ones that are healthy, are so happy and so encouraging and so positive for me. And I just love them. I love all my clients. I really do. I'm very fortunate. But the ones that are, I'm kind of messing with my screen, sorry. They're overweight. I don't know. I had 2 clients start crying and saying, when you get thin, are you going to still do my hair? Well, hello. That was the most ridiculous statement. I never have looked at people weight-wise. I look at eyes, I look at smile, but most importantly, I've always treated people how they treat me, and that's my golden rule. I don't look at bodies, probably because I never really wanted to look at mine. So yeah, the ones that are overweight, they're very snippet. They're very, I don't know, almost defensive that I did this. And they so want to find something wrong with my decision. Yeah, I take it. It kind of rolls off my back. It's like, okay, that's your opinion. But I don't know. Have you noticed that? It's really strange, because you think the chubby people would be all for you, and the thin people would be like, oh my God, it's about time we did something. But my normal thin clients are so cool, and I have a lot of younger clients as well, and they're so encouraging, and it's so uplifting. So that's it. So if you have any comments, please, I want to know about them. I want to know about anything that kind of triggered what I said, that triggered something of yours. So that's it. Thank you so much. And please forgive me, everyone who subs to my channel. If I don't write back, I so apologize. And right now, I'll just make the statement. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule, your busy day, to even listen to my ramblings. I really, really appreciate it. And thank you so much for subscribing. And there's so many of you that I care very much about. So when I do write to you or make a comment on your video, know that it comes from my heart and for no other reason. So that's it. Have a wonderful evening, and I better go finish making dinner for my family, my husband, and I will talk to you later. Have a great evening and have a wonderful tomorrow, okay? Thanks a lot. Bye.